Parenthood marks the beginning of a new chapter filled with love, learning, and unforgettable moments. Couple ekta nimide parenthood to ekta milestone achieve kura nishina ase. Yede saigena jaishugule do yes challenges kan uncertainty kan bi bishi face kurina hai parenthood laga stage pungchile do aro saigena jaishule do bishi pak parents hobule mun jaigena pi dream kre but kurule parenthood laga to stage nupungcha laga bi hamikan bishi dikhibole parigina hi ase but yade jun couples kan parenthood laga do stage enter kurole nimide bhabi thaka khan nimide ekta bhal khopor de aji yade Seeds of Innocence kan ba organize kurigina the new beginning of parenthood which is an innovative initiative of Seeds of Innocence aji Hotel Sara Mati Dewa program lowole ase aji laga guest speaker ase Dr. Julie Chua Charia. She is the clinical head and IVF specialist. Our guest of honor, Deputy Commissioner Dimapur, Dr. Tino Jongshi-Chang. Ibi amikhan jaigina the new beginning of parenthood laga program opor details pra saisawa.
Today is a day of joy and gratitude and togetherness. Every child here represents a journey of hope and perseverance, and we are honored to have been a part of this journey together. Founded in 2015 by Dr. Gauri Agarwal, Seeds of Innocence began as a vision of making advanced and ethical fertility care accessible to couples across India. Over the years, it has grown into one of the country's largest fertility networks, with centers across multiple states and an expanding international presence, and helping thousands of couples achieve their dream of parenthood. For me personally, Nagaland holds a special place. I've had a long association with this beautiful state and have been privileged to care for many couples from here over the years. The trust and affection of the people of Nagaland have shown us and helped us build a bond that goes far beyond doctor and patient. It feels like family. To all the patients present here today, thank you for placing your faith in us and allowing us to be part of one of the most important chapters of your lives. Seeing your happy family and beautiful children is the greatest reward for our entire team. Let us enjoy this wonderful occasion, reconnect with one another, and celebrate the gift of parenthood together.
See, IVF is a very beautiful journey, and those who are not able to conceive, we with our team of Seeds of Innocence at Guwahati Center and all over India and outside India are there to help you. If you find any of your relatives or anyone who are not able to conceive, then me with my Seeds of Innocence team is there to help you in achieving your dreams of parenthood. Thank you.
We are the first IVF chain in India which has in-house genetic testing lab. So we ensure not just the baby get delivered, but the baby should also be healthy and genetically fit. Now, while traveling across India to many places, what we have seen as one of the problem across India is the accessibility to the IVF treatment. And to work in that direction, we are trying to do a lot of outreach camp and reach to the patients in the remotest part of India. So Northeast being one of the regions which is progressing very rapidly, we also wanted to make sure the people from Dimapur, Nagaland and the periphery area should not have a problem which is the accessibility of IVF treatment. So towards that, what we have done is we have started doing peripheral camps wherein our doctors visit these areas once or twice in a month just to make sure those who need the IVF treatment are given a proper counseling and are being told that this is a medical condition which is treatable. Now what happened is most of the treatment at initial part, right from the consultation, that initial blood test to check up. That happened in your area, which is Dimapur, and patient only have to travel to our main center, which is in Guwahati, Assam, for a couple of visits to complete the treatment. Those who find that infertility is a problem which is not treatable because of the accessibility issue, so the event was done around ensuring that these awareness should be given to the people from the areas like Dimapur and periphery, and they should have access to the treatment. Now, in the same line, we have also started a program called Home IVF under Seeds of Innocence. In this Home IVF program, most of the treatment happened at the patient convenience. Patients do not have to travel frequently. They can do a video consultation with the doctor. We can send the nurse and plebo to their home just to make sure that we collect the sample, and also the injections are administered through a nursing team at their home. Patient only have to come to visit the clinic twice or thrice. That is for pickup and transfer. So at Seeds of Innocence, we always wanted to make sure that the patient should not suffer because of the accessibility issue, wherein we are trying to get to the patient to get them help achieve their dream of parenthood.
Today we have gathered actually to make the people understand that in today's scenario, infertility is not any curse or not any something which is not to be spoken for. This is a treatable solution. It can be taken treatment on a proper time, and we are here to help you out in all the ways.
What is the main cause that conceiving makes it so difficult in this generation or era? We can see that this generation is going through quite difficulties. So what is the main cause of all of this?
Hello, I'm Dr. Julie Chowcharia. So I would like to say there are a lot of factors contributing to the rise in infertility in couples nowadays. One of the causes is late marriages, owing to either a career or generally because everybody wants to settle themselves first, because right now we don't live in the world anymore where the men has to do all the work. Women also have their careers, and hence the fertility gets delayed, and because of delay there will be obviously difficulties in conceiving, and also lifestyle factors. That is another very important factor playing in fertility, and increasing number of diseases. We see a lot more patients of the newly termed PMOS, now not PCOS anymore. So that is also one of the reasons we see a increasing number of patients having this problems and other diseases as well.
One question from my end as well. So how affordable and accessible are fertility treatments today compared to before?
It is very much affordable and accessible because the main cost of the IVF is the injections and the lab, and but with increasing demand, the injections are also becoming affordable, and the injections are not as painful as before. As people were very afraid of having multiple injections, nowadays it is mostly subcutaneous injections, or even now new needle-free injections have also come in the market, where for patients who are afraid of taking multiple shots of injections, then needle-free injections are also available. And with growing time, I think as and when more and more increases, demand will increase, I think the cost of injections will even further decrease. But mostly it is very much accessible and affordable as compared to before now.
I would also like to add one more point, especially in the case where people feel that IVF treatment is very expensive. But again, there are a couple of factors which depend on the cost of IVF. So it is the complexity of the case. So I'll tell you, in our case, which is at Seeds of Innocence, we don't just do IVF treatment in a very first go. When a doctor speaks to a patient, we first try and identify the root cause as to why someone is not able to conceive. we try and help them with natural conception as well. So there are other treatment which is not as expensive as IVF. There are IUI which is as affordable as 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees. So we try and look at the case in such a way that not everybody require IVF treatment. We try and tailor made that so people can start just with the IUI wherever it is required. IUI also has a success rate of 15 to 20%. And in our case, doctor will only recommend IVF when it is necessary and the treatment has been delayed for so long. So from affordability, patient can start their treatment first to the consultation, figure out what is the cost involved in it. Also, one more thing, we have done the association with some of the bank, wherein you can avail the zero cost EMI option. So instead of paying that IVF cost of some 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh in one go, they can make a treatment in installment wherein they just pay 5,000, 10,000 per month, and that too without any interest rate. So this is the another facility we have here at Seeds of Innocence.
How confident are you that you can help the desired couple achieve the perfect child without any mental or physical despair? And what makes you different from the other IVF agencies?
I would have.
Yeah. So first of all, when a couple comes to Seeds of Innocence, we understand the case first. We make them undergo the test. We do take the history and whatever is required for a patient to be done. All those are done, and then the treatment is individualized for that particular couple. Okay, so as Mr. Yashpal rightly mentioned that we don't advise IVF or something, the major treatment directly if the patient does not require it, because there are indications for IVF and there are indications for natural conception and there are indications for IUI as well. So for each patient, each couple, it is individualized according to what is required for them. And as you have asked to how do we ensure they have a natural healthy baby without any genetic issues, is that if there is a history or of any genetic diseases in the family, or if the age of the mother is high, which leads to aneuploidies in the offspring like Down syndrome. So in such patients we advise to do a pre-genetic implantation testing, wherein the embryos which are formed after IVF undergo testing to know that there is no genetic abnormality in the embryo to be conceived, so that we get a healthy baby, so that the mother doesn't have to take the decision of whether to continue with the pregnancy if there is aneuploidy tested in the baby during the scans or in the later part of the pregnancy.
With the number of IVF centers coming up,
Yeah.
all over Northeast as well,
Yeah.
what would be a USP for customers or for patients from Dimapur in Nagaland to come to Seeds of Innocence instead of other centers?
Most of these are, so when we talk about USP as to how Seeds of Innocence is different from the other center, like we have clearly mentioned, most of the clinic, when they approach IVF as a treatment, they approach it from the lenses of keeping that in mind that the patients who are seeking for an infertility treatment, they need to have an affordable treatment. So one of the things which we have already mentioned, that especially people from the remotest area, they should not be deprived of the treatment because of the cost of IVF treatment. In this case, what we have done is we made it so affordable for people. We are far cheaper in terms of IVF treatment cost compared to other. The only reason we could achieve it is because we want to ensure that all the treatment needs to be customized basis the test result. So this was one of the approach we have adopted, wherein make a tailor-made approach for each case. So that's how we are different. Second, what we have mentioned, how are we different from any other IVF center is, every IVF which we do, we want to ensure, and it is a vision of our founder Dr. Gauri Agrawal, that each baby which is happening through IVF needs to be genetically fit. And by virtue of having an in-house genetic testing lab, we ensure that all the cases which are coming to us, we ensure that these cases there is no genetic abnormality, and all the babies are born through IVF has to be genetically healthy. That's another thing. And third thing, as a USP, I said, most of the IVF treatment people needs to travel many times. But in our case, people can take that treatment, which is initial set of treatment, up to their stimulation by convenience at their home, and they only have to visit main clinic for twice and thrice for their treatment. So these are three different things we can talk about. There are other which is also about when our counselor talking to a patient, they also give them a psychological counseling just to make sure, because the IVF treatment journey is a difficult journey. So there has to be someone who needs to handhold the patient during the entire journey. So there is one dedicated counselor who is given to a couple just to make sure during that IVF journey, not just till the pregnancy but also till delivery, there is someone taking care of that, talking to them psychologically, giving them the comfort which is required. So that's how Seeds of Innocence is different from the other IVF clinics.
Ma'am, first of all, congratulations. Very happy for you. तो आपने हम भी journey कितना शुरू हुई है with Seeds of Innocence?
2024 day.
2024. और किमान देरी लुशी आपने भी conceive कर बोले? बच्चा treatment तो किमान देरी लुशी?
2 महीना इन्हें.
अच्छा तो doctors खान भी आपने खान के इधर गुवाहाटी दे आई भी कोई ना इना कुछ है? अच्छा और बच्चा किमान साल से?
इतना 2 साल हुआ से. दुईटा. Twins.
2024 दे twins. Okay. और इधर आपने खान इधर preference तो इधर दिशे twins लगे कोई ना नॉले एक कोई ना.
एको बने.
एको बने. Okay.
और मैं बच्चा न पाएगा ना 20 साल था इसे. और Seeds of Innocence दे जाएगा ना इतना बच्चा दुईटा पाए से 20 खुशी पासे और ताकन भी 20 बाला से.
Nan expenditure तो किमान निशना जाइए इन्हें
expenses
in total
3.5 इन्हें जाए.
Thank you.
Viewers, अपनी गान details पर दिखे लेशे Seeds of Innocence लगाया innovative initiative program लगाओ पड़े यदे consultants with doctors kan ba itu IVF journey patients kan parenthood laga stage te jawole mun jagan IVF journey laga opor de tai khan janai dishe janai dia nishna IVF journey do easy do nohoy guna tan state kurshe but yede tan expertise kan consultants kan ba couples kan ge tahan ge consult kuri gina to IVF journey laga dibi tahan enter kurule nimidibi tahan kui gina ase. Of course, amigan Dimapur de IVF in a center in Adonai, but we have Apex Diagnostic and Research Center in Naharbari where consultants can go hatibahina once in a month. Yade tahan patients na hilibi OPD patients can get tahan consult kuregushe. Kiman June bahito IVF journey tahan idu enter kubulemon jaise once in a month tahan Kwanishna Naharbari the located ase apni khan jaigina consultancy bi lobole paribog na bi janibuli dese Seeds of Innocence to hospital to tate Guwahati te ase tade jawole na para khan nimidebi hede kuigina hanishna Naharbari de ase aro the expertise kan consultants kan ba even the IVF journey laga process aro te khan laga cost khan laga opor debi dam no hoy guna bi tahan janibuli dishe aro yede ekta couple ko tahan IVF journey huina tahan laga experience can be share grishe tahan ido IVF journey 2024 de tahan shuru grishe nagana they are blessed with twins ekta baby mota haro maiki twins blessed hobi janibuli disha tahan ido cost laga bi janibuli dia do 3 lakh nishna jaishu she yedi amigan saigena jaishu gule do 20,000 plus successful cases ase aru nagaguna 35 plus centers in 13 states up to 78% success rate laga bi amikhan janibule parshe yede kiman jun couples kan ba nutun journey parenthood te enter kubole nimide aro IVF journey khan holibi bhabi ase kushugolo do age dibe kuina aha nishna Guwahati de apni khan jawole parbo ta khan laga center te or else ede Naharbari dibi contact kurina contact number do digina ase apni khan screen de dikhe ase tade contact kurina consultancy nimide apni khan ta khan aha daim de jaigina lobole parbo koda bi janule di ase ija garne mani for more news and updates keep watching Global Window. This is Chanbini with my cameraman Anung reporting from Hotel Saramati, Dimapur.